Well, all right, guys. Here we are again, right? I hope I'm live here. Yeah. So we're going, and so is Gamestop. My goodness. Um, I I traded it, and I did pretty well today. I'm gonna try to embed my recap of today's trades in this video, but I do want to be watching GameStop. As you can see, it's curling back up right now. I am kind of battling with the fact that I feel like I'm done trading today. I feel like I should be done. I feel like I've traded well. Today, like yesterday, was kind of a roller coaster. Went down early in the day and then kind of got myself back to break even. And then with GameStop here in the afternoon, got myself well into the green for the day. But this is completely crazy. Usually when you see, obviously it's been a couple weeks now since GameStop really had its first push, and it had about 4 days of craziness about a week of craziness, and now it's been 2 weeks since then, and typically, it's not unheard of that you get kind of a squeeze after the fact or well after the fact. GameStop still has definitely some notable short interest in it, and then some news on it as well with the whole hearing that took place, and Roaring Kitty doubling his share size and all of that. So definitely some catalysts out there, but once again, this is a squeeze, and a pretty decent one. It closed at 91, and then now it just tapped 200. I think the very high of this candle was $200, and that is the high right now. But as you can see, it's curling back up, and I really couldn't blame anyone to taking an entry here. This is not a bad entry whatsoever. This is looking like it's wanting to continue and curl back up, and it certainly looks good to me. That's why I am kind of juggling with the fact, like, I could enter here. Maybe I should, but I should. Oh, let me enable the show trades, and we'll kind of run through this here. And yeah, as you can see, I traded it a lot, and this is a good entry. I want to take this right now, actually. I won't lie, but I feel like at any moment it could flush 10-15 bucks downside, and I might regret that. But this is looking extremely bullish at the moment, so for those of you that might be trading it, I don't blame you. This is what everyone's looking at right now, and yeah, it looks pretty sweet. I guess so. Let me show my P&L on the day. Up 472 on the day. Most of that is GameStop. Tesla, take a look at this, guys. Like yesterday, I traded the hell out of this yesterday, and I traded the hell out of it today as well. Tesla's always that one. I look for the dip at the open, and then I look for that 1030 reversal. The daily chart looks good. Yesterday, huge bullish flag, or not a flag, a bullish daily candle coming in yesterday. So looking for that continuation today. The market looked good there. Daily chart on the market looked good for a nice reversal candle here, which we ultimately did end up getting that. Anyway, so yeah, lots of trades in here. I won't go through every single one, but as you can see, I keep trying it, and I was taking Tesla today had a smaller daily range than it did yesterday. So given that, it's not moving around quite as much. Still moving around a lot, but I noticed not quite as much, and that was something that yesterday I talked about with my CCIV trade yesterday, my mistake in my share size mistake, and not realizing that the range of that particular name, even though its price got cut in half, the range actually increased, and so that was something that I talked about. So thinking about that, coming into today, looking at Tesla's kind of the range it's putting in, how fast it's moving, and this can change throughout the day, but coming in here, I realized my share size should be about 50 shares, so kind of getting in and out in intervals. First interval 25 shares, second interval 50 shares, or you can get in straight away all 50 shares. So it's about kind of reconciling with your share size. So anyway, keep trying to get this one to come up through VWAP, looking good here, and then no, getting shut down, stopping out, trying it here, and then flushing. I got out, and then right as this candle comes back up, looking quite bullish now, I got right back in, and then boom, it flushes back down, and I had to get out again. Oh man. So each one of these I'm taking small risks, so I'm taking small hits each time, stopping out for a small loss, small loss, small loss, small. But then all of a sudden it's like, oh man, it's really starting to you know, pile up. All these small losses are starting to accumulate, and by the time I was done with this trade here, this trade was actually pretty, it took, oh yeah, $50 loss here. So anyway, all kind of piling up on me. And so after this trade right here, I was down on Tesla, I think about $550, over almost $600, I think, on it. So that's definitely significantly red on the day. So again, trying to evaluate, just like yesterday. This is very similar to yesterday and how I traded Tesla yesterday. You can watch my recap from yesterday too. So this is very similar. And Tesla kind of did the same thing, catching that bounce, that 10 a.m. reversal period. That's what we get right here. And so I wish my entry were a little bit better, but I said I've got to jump in because now it's looking strong. Again, one eye on the market at all times. I'm looking at the market. The market really was choppy here, and Tesla kind of falling apart in this area, but then looking for that bounce in the market, and that's where I need to look at Tesla. Is it relatively strong? Is this one that I think can go? And the answer was yes, yes. So as it came up here, I missed these first two candles. The move from $10 move from 694 to 704 there. I missed that. But as it came up, I said I've got to get in because I've tried it all here, trying to get that bounce, and not getting it, so I can't miss it when it does happen. And now it's looking like this is really strong. Not only is this really strong, but looking for that higher high, right? Lower low here, low, and then a high is made here, then lower low, and now looking to make a higher high after the lower low. So that would be the first sign of a reversal back to the upside. So that's what I look for, and as that did come through here, I got in a little bit late, as I said, and then some choppiness here. I was red on the position a little bit as it came down here, down another $100. I was down about $650, and then boom, reversal up and getting that move finally up to VWAP, taking profit, but then being patient. We get a move up higher here, taking more profit, and then consolidation, consolidation, consolidation. But again, all through here, one eye on the market, and the market was still setting up, still looking bullish, and all through this consolidation, I'm being patient, saying I have no issues with this consolidation of VWAP. This looks fine to me. Even if you wanted a conservative stop, it would be below this pivot right here. You set your stop below that, and you never get stopped out. This is nothing to be worried about. Don't get chopped out in here, and I didn't. And again, one eye on the market. What is the market doing in that period of time? It's consolidating. It's setting up. Look at all these wicks down, wick down, wick down, wick down. All those wicks. And then boom, that breakout, and that's what we get right here. Being patient, and you notice I don't take profit until it comes all the way up here because I've already gotten out 3/5 of my position. This is a 50 share long. I got out 3/5 of that here. So then I say, I've gotten out most of my position already. I'm going to let this one run, and I do. And even though I let it run, I still could have gotten a better exit. I could have held on to more up here, but these are, I would say, pretty good exits here. Probably should have held on a little bit, but these are good exits, and I'm pleasantly not surprised. I'm happy with how I ended up trading this one. It's just a shame that I tried it so many times. I think I punched the buy button too many times in the morning before that reversal period, before the market looked strong. I kept trying to get that move through VWAP earlier in the morning, and I think it obviously needed more time to kind of build strength and pull back a little bit more. If I hadn't been so aggressive early in the morning, this would have been a bigger, this would have, if I hadn't had those losses early in the morning, the less loss you have early, the more you can make back and make that green instead of just coming back to break even. So that was Tesla early in the morning, and once I was out of this position, I was up $40 on it. I did not trade it the rest of the day. So up $40. So I was down like $650 at this point right here. And then coming to up $40 that's when I kind of was like, okay, I just came down from down over 500 on the day, 600 on the day. Now I'm basically break even. So I kind of made a conscious decision that even though I don't know, right, I could keep trading. You never will know your potential for a given day, right? Am I going to hit my peak now, or can I keep trading and making money and my peak is later on when when are you going to have your first losing trade, right? You don't know. But I made a conscious decision. Okay, up $40, I'm done. That was until GameStop started squeezing up. I actually I took a break. I had other things to do today. I wasn't watching stocks today for most of the day. After that period of time trading Tesla, I was done, and I stopped watching the market altogether. And there's some, looking back here, I did kind of look at this GameStop, like what did it do, the rest of the, all day really. This is good action. It's holding above VWAP, so that's bullish, right here is where it really starts to take off. But even here, $50, $51, $52, it's only moving a few dollars here, so not a big deal yet. And then here the volume really starts to come in, and again, I hadn't even seen it yet at this point. Big pullback here, and then again just taking off again, more volume coming in. And I only got to see it. I only started watching GameStop today as it was halted here. When I clicked on it, and I got a notification on my phone that GameStop was going crazy, and I started watching it, and it was halted. And at that point, I knew that it would only resume when the market closed. So I set my my order type to extended hours trading. And I was like, you know what, if I see something I like, I will trade it. So immediately it popped up after hours and then flushed down. I bought on this dip as it came into this 9 moving average. I don't give this a lot of weight. I don't use this. It's just kind of here to give me an idea of the trend. It looks nice. I really don't use it as a very significant support level at all. But I did buy into that on this flush. And again, one eye on the time. These seconds here, you can see 52, 53. So we have 5 seconds right now until the 1 minute candle closes. So you could always be thinking about where's price now, and the 1 minute candle is going to close when the minute is over. So where is it going to end, and how is that going to look for the next candle? Where's the next candle going to open? How does this candle look? So you got to be thinking ahead, even on a 1 minute chart. So the point is, as it came down here, the candle is right about to close. And one thing I've noticed just trading, this is just trading experience, and I don't have a whole lot of it, but I will say one thing I've just noticed over time is as the candle closes, when it's 1 second of closing and it's flushing down at a low, typically you get a pop back up. And especially if the stock's in an uptrend, it's just been squeezing. I didn't think this one was done, so it's just a hunch. It is a little bit of a gamble. Anything can happen, but again, it's just about taking trades that put the odds in your favor. This was one that I thought did put the odds in my favor, so I grabbed 25 shares, which at $81, the range wasn't as significant as it was later, where you get $10 1 minute candles, so not quite so crazy yet. So my starting share size I thought was still relatively small, 25 shares, and then as we did get that bounce, taking 15 here, and then as this comes back down, I was I just got out of the trade, and on this first trade I made $100. So I was up $40 from Tesla, while I was down 500, 600 in the morning. Got back to break even on Tesla, up about $40, and then now up 140 after this trade here. Then I was kind of like, all right, it's coming down here. It can still set up, but I know, of course, GameStop has always the potential to squeeze. I mean, if there's one thing we've learned, it's that. And I don't know. I don't know what I was doing. I guess I wasn't watching it here, but I just missed this setup, and sucks for me. This is probably the juiciest candle of the entire day. Maybe not the biggest candle the entire day. Okay, actually it is the biggest candle the entire day, but this just is the cleanest, nicest, best breakout in my opinion of today's action, just because you have this nice flat top at about $90, and it just rips right through that. And I think I did try to get in. I tried to get in high as this candle was ripping up. I think I have a canceled order. Yeah, right here. I tried to get long here. It shows this as red. It means a sell order, trying to sell 25. And the reason this got rejected is because I can't short the stock. I accidentally hit the wrong hotkey to sell the ask instead of buy the ask. I was trying to buy the ask, but I hit the wrong hotkey and I tried to sell the ask. Luckily, I can't short shares on GameStop. There's no shares available to short. So I didn't take that position, luckily. But my intent here was to go long at 93, not short at 93. And that was here on this minute. And 93, that would have been a good entry. You get that move up to 124 a couple minutes later. Anyway, missed out there. But then here, trying it, is it setting up again, trying it, taking some profit, being careful with this one. And then as it's trying here again, this candle I actually I did pretty well here. You can see in at 122 here, so that is right here, and then out at 127, took profit very quickly as it came back up, and then we did get that flush back down, so I'm glad I took my profit there. And then all these trades, this one was a loss, 5 shares only, so I'm kind of tinkering with my share size a little bit. 15 shares, 5 shares, 20 shares, 10 shares. I did like every amount of size there imaginable. But then here I tried it at 118 as it looked like it was setting up, coming to ramp back up, but then we get that flush down, which is always a possibility. But luckily I knew my stop. You know, here where it's setting up, looking like it's bull flagging right here. I mean, this is a trade I'm going to take 100% of the time. The odds are certainly in my favor. I like this, how this candle closes green. I think that's really important. I like that as it looks like it's curling. But of course, back of mind, it has the potential to flush. So what is my thinking? Okay, I'm taking 10 shares, really small size, and on top of that, I'm setting my stop below 116, which is the low of these two candles here. So my stop is extremely tight. I'm not giving this one any room. It's got to break out right now or I am out. And that's what I did, and it didn't break out, and I was out at 116. You see this candle hits 109. So again, I got out extremely early on this candle, just cutting it straight away as it didn't do what I wanted it to do. And again, only 10 shares, not a big deal. So I give this one some time to ramp back up. It clearly needs a larger pullback. It pulls back more, coming back up here. And then I like this bouncing and now looking for that higher high as we're putting in that higher low here, or at least that is the suspicion. We don't know yet. But as it's coming up here, entering 10 shares and coming up. And then on this candle, this was a mistake. I got chopped out. My entry here was better. I still made money on this trade, $5. Actually, less than $5 on this trade. But I think what I thought was that this candle was looking green, looking nice, and then as it flushed back down, this is a very bearish candle when you have over half of the candle as a wick to the top side closing at the low. But then the very next minute, I got long right back again because we didn't get that continuation lower. It's holding this level. You're getting kind of a crossover of these moving averages, and then 1 minute of consolidation, and then this is where we get that big move. And of course I took profit. Now it looks early, but at the time I thought that I was really being patient on this one because I mean, it's all relative. You look at it here and you think this is a big move. You look at it here, you think, wow, it's up to 150. You look at it here, oh my God, it's at 170. I'm taking my profit. And then this is crazy. I mean, you get these really bearish candles here. Huge wick top side, closing red, continuation lower, and then boom, right back up. Huge, nice, great looking candle here. Up, squeezing, and then boom, flush down, closing at the low again. No lower. Catching bids right there, and so that's what I mean. You see that often where the candles, when they close at the low, they just pop straight back up when it's in a squeeze, and then wow, continuation all the way up to 200, and yeah, that remains the high right now. Where are we at right now, guys? Okay, so right now I think my assessment of this is that I'm not going to trade it. And that mainly has to do, it doesn't have to do with the setup, because the setup actually looks good right now. This is a nice curl. This is nice. When you have a blow off like this, I mean, you look at the 5 minute, this was a pretty big retracement from the highs. So you hit that high of 200 and then came all the way down, and the low we set was all the way down to 130. So $70 off the highs. That is pretty considerable. So when you get that much of a retracement, you're not going to get a V-shape all the way back up to the highs, or if you did, that'd be extremely rare, and it would have to have a lot of volume, a lot of energy to get all the way back up to 200. What you'd rather see is exactly what we're seeing right now, which is kind of lower lows, and when you get lower lows off of that high, you want to see the lower lows, the margin between those lows, start to decrease. So what do I mean by that? Here you're getting, big pullback, big pullback, big pullback, and then the distance between this low and this low is less. This is the distance between this low and this low is less. So we're making lower lows, but we're making higher lower lows, if that makes any sense. The rate at which they're decreasing is increasing, see, now I'm getting tangled up, but I think you guys know what I mean. And then here we set a higher high, coming in again, double bottoming here, and then ramping back up. This is a nice curling action that we're getting right now. The only problem is with it at this point that it's, what time is it? It's past 7 o'clock. The volume is dead at this point. Well, not dead. I mean, it's still trading, 40,000 shares per candle, which at 7 o'clock and after hours is a lot. But right now, although the setup looks nice, the volume right now is not there. So I think today the move is over. I don't think we'll see this one at 200 within the hour, because extended hours trading closes, or sorry, rather, it ends at 8 o'clock Eastern time. So not much time left in this one, and if you do trade it and you lose, you only have about 50 minutes, 45 minutes left to make that back. Anyway, so I'm going to take my $432 on it today, and I'm going to be happy with that. Again, I was down 550, 600 on the day. Now I'm up 472. So that's, as far as I'm concerned, I'm not complaining. This is a blessing, and being able to trade it is awesome and super fun. And it's awesome to be able to catch, the biggest part of the move. Being long during this and just letting it work for you, and that's really all it's about. So this will be crazy tomorrow, no doubt, or at least I hope it will be. I think it'll be a lot of fun to trade. I'll certainly be watching it, and I'd love to see GameStop back at $400, $500. I mean, come on, that would be just absolutely crazy. I don't think we'll see that, just because the short interest is not quite as dramatic as it was when it squeezed a couple weeks ago. I mean, it really comes down to the volume. Are traders going to be buying this? Is there going to be that much craze? I mean, we all need to log on to Wall Street Bets tonight and see what they're talking about, because I'm sure they're talking about buying it, but is it at the same intensity? A lot of the shorts have come out, and I'm as always will remain a skeptic on the stock's ability to come back, keep moving higher. I don't know. It seems like this has an uphill battle. But tomorrow, it is very possible tomorrow we do get continuation. We do get. I almost guarantee at some point during the day we will see a short squeeze and at least a 10% move. I mean, at least. I guarantee it. There will be an opportunity on this one tomorrow. Even in these days here, almost every single day, it had like a 5% squeeze upside on the opening bell, almost like most days. Look at this now. I mean, it's setting up beautifully, really. It looks great. So I think tomorrow, I think 250 is possible tomorrow. I think 300 is possible tomorrow. We'll just have to wait and see. They want scared money in to shake it out. Yeah, I mean, I put nothing. I'm afraid to lose. Well, I mean, if you put nothing, then you won't lose anything. So Yeah, but I mean, from my perspective, this is just a day. This is a day trading opportunity. GameStop is a day trading opportunity. It's a great day trading opportunity. Incredible volatility, incredible moves, and you know, I was gonna be done trading today. I wasn't gonna trade this, or I mean, I wasn't gonna trade for the rest of the day. But you know, when the opportunities present themselves, you got to jump on them, and this is day trading heaven right now. So I'm excited as a day trader. I'm excited to trade this tomorrow, and I hope that it does open higher, because if it does, we'll likely see more volume and we'll likely see more short squeeze, and if we see more short squeeze, then we get more opportunities. It's as simple as that. Yeah. So, okay, that is it for me today. As it is coming up through 170 again here, this is looking pretty nice. I want to trade it, I won't lie. I just think that the volume right now is not as good as it was a few hours ago in here, and I'm pretty skeptical that this can continue right now. I think tomorrow morning pre-market, oh man, there's going to be great activity on this one pre-market, and of course during the morning session of the trading day. Yeah, I'm excited. I will be trading it, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Leave a like on the video if this was helpful for you, and subscribe. I do these recaps every single day, or pretty much every single day. I go over my trades, and yeah, if this is helpful, leave a like. You can join the Discord server. Link is in the description. Ask me any questions that you have. We can chat. We can talk about trading. I would love to help you out. I've talked to many people already. And yeah, we're all having a good time trying to stay green. And today is a blessing given last 2 days. Actually, hold on. Before I go, I will show you guys this crazy running P&L chart from yesterday. If you watched my recap yesterday, this is a little treat because this is my running P&L throughout the day. As you can see, I was down over 800 and then recovering all of that, and then ending the day up almost 200 on the day yesterday. So today is not unlike that. Today will look more like down 500, 600 in here, or it'll look more like a steady decline into 500, 600, then a brief period there, and then a push back up, and then break even for almost the whole day, and then a surge up 400 as we come into after hours. Anyway, last 2 days, it's I don't like starting the day red and having to recover that. I'd rather just trade better right off the opening bell and trade better early on. That would be much more ideal. But I want to stick around for just a couple more minutes, as this looks like I mean, it's just setting up so nicely. If this can see volume, then you know, 180 would certainly be the first spot. But we'll see on it. I think 180 is yeah, definitely the next spot to look. But I mean, look at this setup. This is absolutely picture perfect. And on a 1 minute chart too, we were getting picture perfect setups, like in here, a low here, and then consolidation, and this, I mean, just beautiful entry here, and a beautiful trade, and very simple trading, just, you know, trading the setups. A little bit choppy in here. I was just kind of wanting to trade it, and places where I thought I was seeing setups here where it was looking to kind of run up, but then I had to stop back out. Anyway, but right now I'm telling you, on a 5 minute chart, on a 15-minute chart, I mean, this looks really nice. It looks like it's setting up quite well, and I'll be excited for it tomorrow. Could I describe why it's picture perfect? Yeah, I mean, if you go back in this video, so if you rewind a little bit, I talked about kind of how it's setting up right now. But yeah, I mean, just in a few sentences, when you have such a squeeze like this, so this is a move from 115 to 200, then a retrace all the way back to 130. So you see these lows are coming in here kind of right at this initial high here. So, you know, we like to see that. We don't want to see it any lower, but when you get a retrace from 200 all the way down to 130, you know, that's a pretty big retrace. So to get all the way back up to 200, what do you need? You need volume, you need momentum, you need energy to the back to the upside. And for a while, it looked like we weren't going to get that. It looked like it was, you know, maybe starting to break down. But the fact that it started catching a bid, nice double bottom here, and then the fact that these lows are coming in, we have lower lows coming in, right? But we're having them come in at the rate at which, you know, if you were to measure the distance between these lows, low here to low here, right? So the distance here is pretty significant. Then you have this low, and the distance between this low and this low is less. And then you have the distance between this low and this low is less than that. So you can see that bids are starting to come in and starting to buy it back up. So the lower lows are coming in, but at a decreasing rate. And then you get that first higher high, a little bit more consolidation, needs more time. You want to see building, you want to see consolidation. Consolidation is a sign of you know, you get consolidation before you get a big move up or down. Consolidation is a sign that energy is building. Buyers are, you know, it's I don't have a good word for it right now, but it's energy building, right? It's winding up to spring load back higher. So that's what's happening right now. And so now the bigger picture is a curl back up, but then you get that double bottom, you get a higher high here, higher low, and now higher high, and now we're just getting consolidation. The thing is, volume is dying out right now, but this is why I say it's picture perfect. It's just this curling action, and now we're getting a bit of a handle here, right? The cup and handle. So I like this up. I think you know, just based off the setup, it looks good to me. It's just the volume's not there right now. That's the problem. And we're going to need to wait for pre-market tomorrow morning before we get volume, because, you know, we've only got 40 minutes, less than 40 minutes now of this you know, extended hours session. And so yeah, this I think is going to be done. But the fact that it's consolidating here and it's not breaking down, pretty good sign. Yeah, sure, I'll do it quickly because I do want to wrap this up. This has been a pretty lengthy recap here. No, just give me the ticker and I'll look at it. CI, I don't think I've ever traded this one. $2 p.m. That is right here. Let me get a bigger view of this. What? Okay, well, first of all, I would, I mean, just as you can day trade a stock like this, personally I wouldn't, and I can give you my reason why, which is pretty simple. Let me add this to my watch list just so I can see what, yeah, so you can see this is my watch list here. These are stocks like I look at like every single day. I change this all the time. I mark different rows and stuff like this. So and some of these stocks here I just want to be watching. I don't even trade them actively. But you can see if I scroll all the way down, ZI shows up kind of near the bottom of my list, and I rank the list by volume. 4 million shares of volume is pretty low. I mean, at least it's, you know, it all depends really, but I wouldn't trade it just because it has lower volume. I mean, look at this. This is really, really low. Typically you want to trade, you don't know why it didn't continue to go up. Okay. Well, we'll take a look at that. But yeah, I mean, the volume right on this is just big picture, low volume. 2 p.m., why didn't it continue to go up? I mean, are you asking, so you have a low here, low here, low here, low here. So you have, obviously, the trend is higher. I agree with you. And then you're asking why it didn't put in a low here and continue higher. I mean, you know, reason number one, I mean, the first thing you need to acknowledge is, you know, just about trading stocks in general, nothing has to happen, right? Stocks behave how they're going to behave. It's a market. It's a, you know, this is the free market. This is how people, you know, trade shares of companies. So it's, you know, nothing has to happen. I didn't explain that very well, but I think you understand the principle already. But I mean, if you're asking why it didn't continue, I mean, my next guess would just be, I mean, look at the volume. There is no volume. How can a stock move when there is no volume? I mean, this is trading. Like, take this minute for example. This is the biggest green candle that the entire hour saw, and it traded. Let's see. It traded 3,600 shares of volume. So, I mean, how can a stock move if it has no volume? You know what I mean? So, you might say, well, it moved for the rest of the day. It had very low volume here when it was moving up. Yeah, like, yeah, I agree with you. But, there's nothing peculiar about this, like, at all. I don't see anything. There's nothing. Nothing has to happen. There's not really a good. I mean, you can go long here and look for it to put in. I mean, what you're saying is lower. You have a low here. It makes this high, comes down, pulls back, makes a low, lower high. So when you have a lower high, that's the first sign of the trend reversal. Looks like now the trend is coming down. Lower low, that confirms the trend is lower. Okay, then I mean, it depends how you look at it. Are you going to see this as one big lower low here, or are you going to see this as a higher low right here? I mean, there is no. I really have no thoughts about this. There's really nothing to say on this. There's really low volume, and I have no opinion. Yeah, it fizzled out. It did. Sure. I mean, there's no technical reason why it shouldn't fizzle out. It had a good day today, but I mean, there's really nothing to say on it, unfortunately. Oh wow, look at this now. Flip back to GameStop, it just broke that 180 level. I mean, let's see, volume did come back in a little bit there, and now we're getting that move higher. No worries, man. I mean, like, it's just not my personal preference to look at stocks that trade at extremely low volume. If you're day trading, typically, I mean, everyone's different in their preference, but typically you want to see high volume stocks are the ones you want to be looking at, because those are the ones that move. I mean, technical analysis, that's literally, I mean, I would say technical analysis is probably 50% of day trading is probably technical analysis, and then the other 50% is all mental and emotional and psychological. Wow, look at this here. Boy, was I wrong. I really thought this one was going to be done until tomorrow, but I mean, back up to 185. This is a tremendous sign for GameStop tomorrow. This looks absolutely great. I think we'll probably open above 200 tomorrow in pre-market. That's my guess. I almost guarantee that we open above 200. I'm not saying buy this right now. Please do not. Actually, I recommend you do not buy it, but I do think it will go up. Don't buy it, but it will probably go up. And I'm not gonna wake up. Well, I might wake up early to trade it in pre-market, but I'm not gonna wake up. I don't think I'll wake up at 4 in the morning to look at pre-market, because I'm not gonna do it. I'm just not gonna do it. There'll be plenty of opportunities during the day. I don't want to get burned before the sun even comes up. Oh, kind of a decent pun there. Yeah, you don't want to get burned before the sun has even risen. Right. Is there a way to sort out the penny stocks from the gapping up watch list? Oh. I noticed that when I look at it, it shows a lot of really high volume stocks or penny stocks. Can you sort these out? Well, wow, look at this now. 190 is definitely in the cards. Yeah, so I mean, I use this gap up. This is just a preset TOS watch list, and I do sort it by volume. I mean, what do you mean by penny stock? I mean, what you would expect to find on here are small cap stocks. Sort out the penny stocks. I mean, you just flip through them and see which ones are moving and which ones you like and which ones you don't like. That's all there is to it. I mean, I'm not really sure what you're asking, to be honest with you. And are we going to get the break of 190? Like under $5, can you sort those out? So what you can do is you can create your own scanner, and one of the things here is you can say you only want to look at stocks that are above $5, and then you can create your own gap up scanner, and I think you can put your scanner in here. I'm not sure exactly how. Let's see, personal. Yeah, so you have your scanners here. So you can put your scanner here as a watch list, so you can create your own. I don't think you can. You can't do that here on the left though, because this is a preset, so you can't. You can't change it. Wow, and there's 193 on GameStop. I mean, this is just incredible. This is incredible, guys. I mean, are we gonna make a new high before extended hours even ends? I wish I. No offense, but I wish I weren't explaining that ZI thing, because I might have been able to catch this break here. I mean, this is crazy. I'm not gonna take it now, but yeah, no problem, man. If you have any questions, just hit me up in Discord, and we can chat about more specific stuff. But yeah, it's no problem. This is looking really nice. I mean, just what this means for tomorrow, and momentum in general, and volume in general. I mean, let's see, like, what's AMC doing? So AMC kind of back toward the highs too. $11, not bad, not bad. I mean, we can look at several others. Yeah, even BlackBerry coming up here. Let's see. Bed Bath & Beyond just made a new high at $29.50. So I mean, definitely everything's moving with this. GameStop certainly has the most momentum, but wow, this is just crazy. And certainly I want to trade it. Like I feel like I want to trade it, but there's always going to be a little bit of FOMO when a stock's moving up by this amount. But you've got to be able to kind of just sit back and enjoy the show. Look at it now, just dropped $10 in a couple minutes. Costs, yeah, let's take a look at costs. Wow, yeah, wow, back up to $31. Wow, totally good call on that. $12 earlier in the day, and it's now tripled its market cap in the span of a few hours. I mean, this is awesome. This is just awesome. I love to watch this stuff. Oh man. I mean, really what's interesting here too is, when did this start to break? At 6:25, 6:30. So, I mean, what was GameStop doing at 6:30? Yeah, so right here. So costs, GME at this point might be moving in sympathy with costs. I mean, costs might be pulling up GameStop. I mean, you have this huge move here. I don't know if there's news on this or what. I don't think so. I think this is all just euphoria, sympathy, squeeze, all of it. Totally wild. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, what are like other stocks doing? Nothing. Yeah, so again, this is those squeeze names coming through right now. I mean, it's definitely, yeah. So I mean, you can buy these dips. They're pretty lucrative, I will say. That was a move. That's a $6 move now, back up. Very tempting to get in on this. That was a pretty big pullback, though. We'll see. I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, if this kind of just consolidates here for the rest of this session. There's only less than 30 minutes left now, so we'll see. Oh, it did. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know that. Okay. That's all important context, I'm not sure that's really, it's definitely not the reason for this, but it's important context. How do you trade after hours? what you need to do is this right here. You just change it from day to good till cancel extended, and that's it. And then you can trade after hours. I'm not sure if you need an upgraded account for this option. If you don't have this, then you might want to, yeah, then you can, if you go on TD Ameritrade's website, you can upgrade your account to like advanced, like an advanced account or something like that. Maybe then that'll give you this option. I'm pretty sure you should be able to trade after hours already though. Shouldn't be an issue. Yeah, you didn't need to do anything. Yeah, just if you're in active trader, you just go here on this gear, and it's just this right here. Time and force. TIF. Alright guys, well, we're almost done with the after hours session. It's kind of crazy, it's almost 8 o'clock, if you, yeah, you want to choose, well, yeah, right, but anyway, yeah, I mean, this is gonna be, this makes me excited because I like trading GameStop, and not only that, but today in after hours we had really clear, obvious, simple trading. This whole pattern, all this activity, in my eyes, really it supported, and if you trade simple setups, you will do well on this. This is not really that tricky. This is a nice setup. This is a nice flag and beautiful. I mean, there's really there's some choppiness in here, but you just have to realize that when you have this much of a retracement from 200 to 130, you need some time to build the energy back up to you know, make it a run back at those highs. So that's just what's happening here. And not only that, but the volume is really low, and the fact that we're getting continued moves higher on low volume in after hours, I mean, all this is good. And this is just crazy that we're seeing this back at 200. Usually you can get, you know, I mean, it's been 2 weeks since GameStop had its initial squeeze, and it's not unheard of that you do kind of, we kind of based out here at kind of a higher, a little bit of a higher level than we plateaued here before the run up. And it's not unheard of that we'd get, you know, this is kind of like a double bottom, you know, so it makes sense that we're getting maybe some activity back to the upside. You know, when you kind of broaden your mind to that daily chart perspective, it makes sense that, you know, a pop back up could happen. I've thought about this, but I'm not going to go and buy the stock because I am predicting this will happen. But it's not unheard of for this to happen. But what I will say is, we got to $200. We're almost back at it now. So let me draw on the price level 200. That's all the way up here. So we're really up here. I mean, this is a big squeeze, huge, and it's a continuation. It's the move's already happened. So what's extremely unlikely is for us to come back into this range of 400. In my eyes, I think that's unlikely because we don't have as much strength as we did before. There isn't as much short interest. We're just gonna have to wait and see, but it's in my view unlikely that we're gonna come back up into this range. However, given what we're seeing right now in after hours, look at this setup. This is beautiful. This is a great entry right now. If you wanted to take this right now, it's a great entry. Okay, I'm not saying you should do that. I'm not going to do it, but this is a good setup right now. This is a nice bull flag right now. This is a nice clear triangle, and we'll see if it's going to break to the upside or downside in about a minute or so here. But all of this, the whole activity of today, if you want to rewind and listen to my explanation as to why and all this, but the thesis is that this looks good for tomorrow morning. I like this for tomorrow morning. I think we'll see it probably above 200 again tomorrow. Absolutely. I think at some point, given wherever it opens tomorrow, in the RTH session, I guarantee at some point we will see at least a 10% move upside. I could be totally wrong, right? That's just my opinion based off of what GameStop has done and its behavior over the last 3-4 weeks. I believe we will get a move, at least a 10% move upside, after the opening bell tomorrow. Almost guaranteed. In my view, almost guaranteed. And that is supported by the bullishness of the setup right now, the momentum right now, the volume right now. All of that supports it. And the fact that it doesn't surprise me. Again, it doesn't surprise me that we're getting that squeeze after the fact. We're plateauing. It's kind of failed. It just failed to make new lows. It's finding support at this plateau here from before the squeeze. It doesn't surprise me that we're getting a squeeze now upside. What does surprise me is the intensity and how dramatic the squeeze was. The fact that we got a squeeze to 200 tells me there's more energy in this than I thought. I mean, you see, I got out well before it got to 200. And I'll share a little tidbit with you too. I have Robinhood, the app. I want to delete it. Now I can. And I'll explain why in a second. I've had Robinhood for a long time. I used to use it, whatever. I don't use it now because I trade on this, and that was when I first was getting into trading and all that. So I bought a share of GameStop, or maybe a few shares of GameStop, whatever, during the whole squeeze back in here on Robinhood with some money I had in there, because I didn't want to make money or whatever. I just wanted to support the movement. I just wanted to buy shares and buy and hold and be a part of it for that reason. Even though in my day trading account, as a day trader, I was day trading it every single day, I wanted to also hold some overnight just to kind of stand with the movement against the hedge funds and taking money from Wall Street and anyway, for philosophical and principled reasons, I was holding shares of GameStop, and I held it until today. I had a limit sell at $110, and I got filled as on this candle as it came up through here on my Robinhood account, my one share sold. Where was I going with this? But I put I put my sell at 110. If I thought it could get to 200, I would have put it at 200, right? I didn't mind. I didn't care about the money. I didn't mind holding that share into the ground, which I essentially did because I bought it like somewhere at like 300 or something. And I was like, yeah, I'm probably going to get smoked, but I'm only holding 1 or 2 shares. I don't really care. I just want to be with the movement. I just want to hold this share because screw the hedge funds, screw Melvin Capital, blah, 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 blah. So I held that darn share. And yeah, I got smoked on it. But I only sold it today. I held through this entire period. So I had real diamond hands held all the way just because I didn't care about the money and I just wanted to stick it to the hedge funds. But I put my sell at 110 because I do want to get out of the stock eventually. And I got filled here. If I thought it could get to 200, I would have put it at 200. But there's no way. I didn't think it could get to 200. I didn't think it had that much energy in it. But I was proven wrong. I mean, look at this thing go. It's absolutely crazy. So the fact that it went to 200 today and after hours is a great sign for tomorrow. And the fact that it retraced to 130 is now back up to 180. 2 thumbs up for GameStop's technical pattern today. And it looks fantastic for tomorrow, and I guarantee you I'll trade it tomorrow. I don't see any scenario where I don't trade it tomorrow just because everyone's going to be looking at it. I'm sure it'll have volume, and again, I guarantee we're going to have at least at some point during the day, mark my words, think about this tomorrow when you watch the stock, we will at some point, given where it opens tomorrow, have a 10% move to the upside. That means if it opens at $300, we will at some point during the day see it at $330. This isn't a crazy claim. If it opens at 200, we'll see at least a $20 move up to 220. This isn't like a crazy prediction. But I don't think it's going to open and flush. I think at some point, just watching stocks, I've watched short squeeze happen before, and especially given GameStop's behavior over the last 2 weeks, it will have a squeeze tomorrow. Somewhat, to some degree, some intensity, and I predict it'll be over a 10% move. and I'll be surprised if GameStop gives us no activity tomorrow. Go over with the TIF. Oh yeah, so this is so this is day. So this is just like this is just your time frame. Think of it like your time frame, types of orders based off time frame. So you have the pre-market session, which begins at 4 and ends when the market opens at 9:30, and then you have the RTH session, which is 9:30 to 4 o'clock, and then you have 4 o'clock to 8 o'clock, which is the aftermarket session that we're in right now. And look at this now, looking good. I almost want to enter this. I mean, maybe I should. Maybe I'll just get in. I mean, I have to be conscious now that we only have 15 minutes left, but I kind of want to. Oops, not great there. I want to get a little bit of a. Ooh, see, TOS is being weird, man. Okay, I'll set an order there. We'll see what happens. This could be a mistake. But only 5 shares. But anyway, oh, I'm so stupid. So there we go. Back to the TIF thing. I'm on a day order. That's why I didn't get filled there. We'll see if we can catch a little bit of a pullback. Oh, see. Okay, I don't like that action right there. I'm gonna hold off for a second. But anyway, so TIF. The reason I didn't get filled there because I was on day, and so day is only for the RTH session. Yeah, here we go. This is looking nice now. It's starting to accumulate. Volume needs to increase. We need to get the break of 185. That's the first spot. Good till cancel is the same as, I'm pretty much the same as a day order. Day order, you'll put it out and it will close. Any orders you have, any active orders you have during the day will be canceled. Those orders will be canceled at the end of the day. Good till cancel is at GTC. Good till cancel is exactly what it sounds like. The order is good until you cancel it, so it won't go away until you cancel it. Extended is for extended hours trading. So this is the same as a day order, but extended hours. Any open orders you have that are by the end of the extended hours session, any open orders you have will be canceled. Good till cancel extended, same idea. You get it. The orders are good until you cancel it, and so the extended hours can end, and then so say the after hours ends, and then tomorrow morning you can still get filled because your order will still be there, but you won't get filled during the day, right? So yeah, that is that. So still looking pretty good here, and yeah. So you know what? I have touched on literally everything in this video regarding this move. I've said pretty much everything I want to say, guys. If this was helpful, please hit the thumbs up. I just sat here for almost an hour. We're basically at an hour watching this. So please hit the like button if you learned something in this video or you enjoy watching GameStop, you like trading it. I will be trading this tomorrow. Maybe I'll go live at some point during the day tomorrow. I would like to do that. And yeah, guys, if you have any questions, please hit me up. I'm just a simple day trader, humble trader. I have my own challenges. I struggle a lot, but I like doing it. I have some experience. I think I know what I'm talking about, but I try not to be like, I'm not arrogant about it, and I don't pose as some brilliant trader mastermind. I can show you losses like you've never seen, all right? And I've been transparent about them. And anyway, I have a few live day trading videos on my channel right now, but it's been a while since I did one. Tomorrow could be a good day, but I've got to get up and motivate and make the darn thing and you know, try to make it as helpful, informational as possible. With a stock like this moving, kind of makes me want to do it. So we'll see. If I have the energy to do it, I'll do it. But what I can promise you is a recap video tomorrow as usual, if I don't do a live video. But anyway, if you have any questions, nice activity here. If you have any questions, join my Discord server. The link is in the description. We can chat. We can go into a voice channel. I've done this with people, and you can ask me questions, and we can chat about trading, anything you want to talk about. As long as it's trading related, I will go over it with you. I will share my screen with you, spend some time with you, And yeah, all that I ask is you like this video, subscribe, and I will see you guys tomorrow. All right, thanks for your patience, guys.